How are we doing today, man? It is a good day. It is a good day because we are alive and well, and we woke up with another opportunity to trade. Thank the Lord, man. I guess we get another day to keep going. I just want to take a second before we get into everything, money, all that. I posted something on Twitter today, and I just want to talk about it. I was saying, if I chased Jesus the same way I chased God, not God, chased money and success, I'd probably be already successful and wealthy. Maybe not money, but maybe just in spirit and stuff like that. And I think that's important. I think that we take everything for granted. If you're able to, if you're trading on Top Step or you're in a good country, even if you're in a bad country, but if you're trading, you have access to the internet, you have a roof over your head, you have food. We are more blessed than maybe not 90, a good amount. I don't have the statistics. I'm not a mathematician, but we are really blessed. And some of you might not have two arms, two legs, but most of the people watching this video are gonna have two arms, two legs, two eyes, two ears. And we are really blessed, man, to even be able to do this, to even be able to be unprofitable is such a blessing. And I feel like I want to kind of emphasize that more myself so that I can just, trading's stressful. Trading is very stressful. It brings a lot of anxiety, but it shouldn't bring any anxiety, any stress. Don't lose more than you can afford to lose. Don't do anything dumb, and then just keep it. Don't let it make you so stressed, right? Let it be something. Just it's a gift, right? It's a gift that we can even trade and do this as trying to do this as a job. So I want to just say that as like, look, man, being unprofitable is a gift because it's a gift for me to be able to live here. My parents, I have a loving family. I have a roof over my head. I'll get food if I need food, right? Like I'm very, very blessed with two arms, two legs, and two ears and eyes that work. Hopefully they stay working. But it's just such a blessing to even be able to be unprofitable. So I wanted to say that first of all. Second of all, I haven't mentioned this in the beginning of the video. Yeah, I'm going to mention it now. I know. Alpha Futures is running a crazy account. It's called a zero plan. It's where you don't have an activation fee. You don't have a single activation fee. So it's $79 with code Diego or any other code, but code Diego helps me. But any other code you want to use, I'm just trying to put you on this. It's called the zero plan. You have to buy the zero plan one. And for the 50K account, you can pass it in one day. So you don't even, you can pass the account in one day, the funded stage, and you don't pay an activation fee. You don't pay anything once you pass, and then you have a funded account. So it's $79 right now, all of July, using my code or any code, it will get you $79 to get that. So that's, if you buy 3 accounts, that's pretty much the same price as one account, $50 on Top Step, passing it, 150 activation fee. You can buy 3 accounts for the same price as one account and have 3 funded. So I don't know. I'm about to buy some of them before the end of the month. I'm going to buy some for myself and see what we can do with them. Right now, I've been really just focused on my one XFA, so I'm not really going to get one maybe, but if you guys are trying to expand capital, I highly, highly recommend, especially if you already use TopStep X, because it's the same platform, the same Project X platform, and it's really good. Wanted to promote that just because, yes, it helps me out, and also I just think it's an insane account, and they're doing a sale while July. So let's get into the video. Enough talking about, not nonsense. I always say that. If I ever say nonsense, I kind of mean it in a grander sense, but what was the game plan this morning? So I want to show you guys. Oh crap, I messed something up. My OBS. Hopefully nothing too bad. I posted this on Twitter. I was spamming my Twitter today. If anyone follows me on there, I'm sorry. I post like 20 things, not really, but this is the 15-minute time chart on NQ. I wanted to see us run because we were dropping lower. We swept London high and we were dropping lower. And we were dropping lower aggressively, V-shape, right? So I was really expecting the lows. Could I have taken short to lows? Maybe, but I didn't want to because I'm bullish on the higher time frame. Why am I bullish on the higher time frame? This is a very, very clear market maker buy model. But just first of all, I kind of want to show this. Pierce below these lows, get a move up, and then move higher. I want to see all-time highs today or this week. So that being said, why do I think that this is a market maker buy model on the higher time frame? Look at this 15-minute chart. I mean, look at this, right? Look at this. Let's see the daily chart. Daily's not too clear. 4-hour. We're pretty much holding this 4-hour gap. I mean, yeah, we closed below it here, but we're pretty much holding it. Hourly. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'll show you guys, I guess, the hourly here. We have a major SMT in place. This low right here. ES actually swept this low. So this is very bullish. So this is the white, right? How do I identify market maker models? Well, I go from the beginning, right? I say, what's a clear sign of reversal? What's a clear reversal sign? Well, clear reversal signs, we have an SMT with this low. So that's a low, and we have a very big rejection wick. I always talk about these rejection wicks. I don't know what the real word is, but this for me is a point where my eye goes and wow, we really didn't want to go lower than here. This was aggressive. We have a range here. Notice we have this tight range here. We kind of manipulate above and below. We have a really sharp move down, and then we have an immediate buy up, and then we kind of sit back in this original range here. Wow, I could be drawing something that could get me flagged on YouTube. And then we have this push up, followed by a little move down, a little push up again, right? This is a classic market maker buy model. This is the original consolidation at the all-time highs. You have the liquidity, and then you have more liquidity, and you have the push down, and you're invalidating that. Boom. This is just the bread and butter Justin Werline market maker buy model. This is looking like an absolute mess now, but you guys get the point. So I wanted to see us resweep these lows, or if we just pressed up, then I could take a trade, a continuation trade to all-time highs. But I wanted to see us rebalance this fair value gap during the New York session. But this is just too obvious of a market maker buy model. And again, price is fractal, so I want to show you guys the fractal nature of this after I get rid of all these drawings. So the fractal nature of this comes down to my trade that I took. But that's why I framed this trade. I wanted to see this because on the 15-minute, we were dumping lower at the time. So what ends up happening, what the trade did I take, and I'll kind of walk you guys all the reasons through it. I took this trade here. I'm going to go over the mistakes I made on this trade because I did not trade it perfectly, but here are the executions for you guys. One trade. And we'll go over where we're at in the count because I'm really happy with what we're doing here. But what was happening on ES and NQ at the time? So market maker buy model, higher time frame narrative established going into the morning. What did we notice? I mean, I think everyone will already know what I'm about to say. I mean, we had the most clear and obvious SMT with, this is Asia low. Oh, or London low. Oh, my bad. My bad. This was London low. Okay, so my bad. I kept saying Asia low, but it doesn't matter. Same thing. London low. Amazing SMT, just very clear. That's the first confluence, and I already wanted to see this. Right, we have this 15-minute fair value gap that we're bouncing out of already. We got below 830 open. We're bullish on the higher time frame. I'm surprised we still haven't ran this high out yet. So we ran London low, and we're holding Asia's price. Right. This is also again. I don't trade support and resistance. I'm not saying you have to subscribe to this idea, but this is a clear support level, right? It makes sense that this is where we're bouncing from, right? We poke in here, stall, drop down, poke up, drop down again, poke into it, drop down again, blast through it. It becomes support now. Resistance turns support, right? Support trades back to it, support, right? I mean, it's so simple. That's why every trading strategy works. I can't stand the people that act like everything doesn't work. So when we drop down to the lower time frame here, if we go to the 1 minute, right, we can see the fractal nature of the price action here. So we know we have the SMT at these lows, but what is this? What is this? This is its own buy model, right? This previous buy model we played out. And then guess what happens? We have this sell-off. We sweep the low. We have a clear sign of reversal, right? The start of a market maker buy model on the lower time frame, SMT, and then a rejection wick on the 5 minute. We never close below. So, gosh, I don't want to force quit that. I hate that. But look, notice the rejection wick. Okay, I'm going to close my Discord now. I don't want that up. So we have the rejection wicks here on the 5 minute, right? We're rejecting lower, right? Why is this a rejection wick? Well, these are the lows, and we are failing to close below. That's where I'm keeping my eyes at. We're failing. We chop down. We have some speed. We have the acceleration off open, and then boom, we slow down. And then we try one more time, and then boom, we slow down again. So at that point, my eye is now like, okay, cool. We're definitely bullish. I look at the 1 minute, and now this is where I get my fractal market maker buy model, right? We have a reversal. We have consolidation. We break out. This is a pretty V-shaped one, pretty quick. It's kind of like the theme these days is just no retracements, no resweeps, just straight goes. If you would have taken this 1 minute IFG, you might have got clapped. I'm not really sure. I didn't take that because I had my eyes on something else. I'll go show you guys on the 30-second. I have my eye on this gap because this looked perfect. This was the market open price, 930 high. I love 930 highs if you don't know. So 930 high, we're looking at this, and I'm like, okay, bet, man. Like, this is too free. This is too free. We chop in. Okay, we reject. I was going to get in here, right? I wanted to see his retweet. We didn't. We come up, reject again, boom, come down. I see this rejection wick, boom, boom. I should have entered right here. I did not. I'll pull up the execution in a second. I should have entered right here, and I was hesitant. Why was I hesitant? Well, we were kind of chopping here. I wasn't in love with the trade. I like the SMT. I like the sweep. I like the narrative. I like this break-even point, but I was like, I did not want to see this candle close and then just immediately chop back down. Because again, it is just a 30-second, even though the 30-second was cooking today. Because look at this 30-second fair value gap inversion. I mean, if you took only inversions on the 30-second, you were printing today. Insane. This is insane. This is an insane trade. That's beautiful. But anyways, got in here, or didn't get in here. I'll show you guys where I got. You guys can see. Okay, it says 23 because I have the executions up because I'm not scared to hide anything. 105, right? Our entry was 105. So we got a body entry. We got a very body entry. So that was our entry. Again, it doesn't it's not too crazy, but it does skew things. I took my profit at these highs right here, 1925, right at this high. I took above this high. Why? I got in late, but I'm not going to change my take profit. If I got in here, I would have taken profits here and gone break even anyway. So I got in with a quarter less size. I went in 3 micros instead of 4. Why? Because I really like this trade and I wanted to have some size on it, but I didn't want to have 4 micros just in case it lost. Cool, we had our stop below this low, but it wasn't 17 points. We probably could have got away with 4 micros if we got in right here. But we hesitated. So this was the perfect entry. This was the ideal entry right here. Would have been to get in right here. I'm going to turn off execution. Actually, 41. Let's see. Let me just mark out my other take profit. 41. Okay, cool. So we took profit at the break even. Let me turn off these executions, and then we took there. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through, why. Okay, so first of all, why do we hesitate and get a worse entry, and we actually end up getting filled right here? Why did we do that? Well, again, I wanted to kind of make sure that this candle didn't just close and immediately fall over, but then as soon as I got weighted, it was just ripping up. And I was like, okay, this is it. I have to get in. There's nothing holding us back at this point. When I saw this reaction, I should have got in. Ideally, I get in around here. This would have been fine, but we got in pretty high up. And again, I'm not going to change my take profits, so I ended up taking profits for 13.5 points. I mean, again, that's not great. But just because I hesitated and got a worse fill, I'm not going to change my game plan. My game plan was to always go break even at this high. Why? Because we have a big 5-minute gap. We already swept London highs, so we might not go back up. I have this marked at London highs. That's a mistake. So we might not go back up, right? So knowing that, I'm not going to change my plan just because I got a worse fill. I'm not going to get greedy, right? So we end up closing 2/3 of the position, made about $54, and we went break even. The one mistake I made is I took profit at this fair value gap eventually instead of letting it play out to London highs just due to wanting to secure money, get my account closer to drawdown. That's a mistake. So all things considered, we missed out on about, if we would have held to the highs. So let's say hypothetically, if I took this same trade, I took this trade with, what's up?
Amazing.
How much?
235.
235? Nice. I'll make my video right now, but I'll come up and see in a second. But anyways, if I would have taken this trade at the 30-second close right when I was supposed to, it would have been a way better trade. And again, don't focus on money. But this is where you can journal and learn from mistakes and say, okay, look, if I would have had more confidence, if I would have done this, that, the other, this is what we would have done, right? And that would have been this, right? If we would have entered here, we would immediately have made an extra 8.75 points. So let's put that in. 8.75 points. No. 8.5 points there on 2 micros, right? So we would have got that across 2 micros more, right? Because we would have got in here, we would have taken 2 off here and gone break even. So that would have been 8.5 points on 2 micros. Times that by $4 because $2 a point to 2 contracts. We would have made an extra $35 on the first contracts, right? And then if we would have held from this position all the way to our target, which would have been 61 points, that would have been an extra, this would have been an extra if we held from here to here. We would have made an extra 16.75 points. So 16.75 plus 16.75 because, again, it's 2 times 2, 16.5 points times 2 because it's a micro. And we would have made the extra money here again, which was 8.75. So we would have made an extra 8.75 plus 8.75. So this is what we would have made. I guess it's kind of confusing, but trust me, the math's right. We would have made an extra $86 on the account if we had just entered right when we were supposed to and taken profits exactly how we would have planned. So we missed out on that. And that would have made the day, instead of 125, 125. It would have made the day $211. So it'd been a 6 winning day, right? And then it would have been $201, and that would have been 86 more dollars. We'd be $200 of drawdown instead of 288. So we'd be like literally just one decent trade away from being even on the account, which is insane to think. And yeah, we're about $500 away from our account's best, which is insane. And yeah, we're still making mistakes. We're still trying to iron things out. But again, yes, you guys are gonna sit here and be like, why would you take profit at 13 points? Well, it wouldn't have been 13 points. It would have been 23 points and a very valid take profit. So I'm not gonna change my game plan just because I got a bad fill, right? And I hesitated. So I'm not gonna change my game plan. I'm just gonna accept if I can stop that break even. And I actually do want to show the trade management now, because the trade management, yeah, I'll kind of show you guys what actually happened and what I was doing. So we end up getting in just bad fill, right? But we take our profits, and cool, like worst case, we made $54. We got some drawdown back, and we spotted a good trade. This was the trade I wanted, so I wasn't going to take a trade after this anyways, because this is the only move I wanted. So I'm fine with this trade. We go break even, but then I kind of just debate leaving my stop loss here, right, for negative 17. Why did I debate that? Well, this would have been my entry if I would have gotten in where I was supposed to. So I was like, maybe I leave it here, because I did expect this fair value gap to get rebalanced to, and it never did. I could have expected that to hold and then run higher. So I was like, maybe I just sacrificed $17. But I don't know. I was just kind of in between that. And then when we started getting this order block push, I just left my stop at the actual break even. And then we just kind of let him haul around, trailed my stop a little bit, moved it back down. And then I was just like, you know what? Like, ES was already way above these highs. I'd already swept them a long time ago. And this move looks great. And I don't know. I just don't really always feel the need to try and sit there and hold all the way to extremes. I saw a fair value gap, and I was like, you know what? Let's see if we can just get this fair value gap, and we're sacrificing this. I'm not that upset with this take profit. I'm more upset with the entry, because the take profits, they're all hindsight. They're all hindsight, right? We got really equal to these highs and dumped lower, right? We could have, you don't know. You're not guaranteed anything in trading, so I don't really mind a shallower take profit here, because you already would have captured a very significant portion of the move, right? You'd have already captured from here all the way up here. That's 45 points from the good entry, right? So I don't mind that. I never hate a take profit, an aggressive take profit, because again, you're not entitled to anything in the market. You can make predictions, but you're never guaranteed. And that was the trade we took. Those are the mistakes we made. Why am I still making mistakes? Well, I'm still fearful, man. I still don't trust my edge a lot. You guys see it. I'm literally trading at a very, very high level. I'm finding great trades. I'm reading the market well. I'm having good ideas. I'm entering in good spots. I'm taking one trade, and that's the biggest thing. I've been really sticking to the one trade a day. Again, it's been easy because I've only lost two. I've literally only lost two trades in I've literally only lost two trades in the last 5 weeks, 5 trading weeks. I mean, we could lose tomorrow, but even if we lose tomorrow, we've only lost 3 in the last 5 trading weeks. That's insane for me. So we've been seeing the market well, but I just still have a lot of lack of confidence in myself, lack of trust in the model, all of that. And, it's going to slowly get better, right? I'm not going to beat myself up over these things. I'm just going to keep learning, keep showing up. And I tweeted something again, if you guys saw the spam of tweets I posted out. It's tough, man. It's tough to see people that, have even been trading less time than you or maybe longer, whatever, and everyone's posting their $10,000 days. And it's like my literal best, I've had my best. This is the time period, right? This is 1 week, 1 trading week, 2 trading weeks, 3 trading weeks, 4, almost 5, right? I have made almost 1K, which is on an XFA account. That's great for me. I've never made that much in a row on an Express account, ever. Never. This is my second Express account. I have an 89% win rate, and it's kind of skewed because we've had some break-even days, but if we really look at this break-even day was a winner. I closed early. This break-even day was a winner. I closed early. And then this was a real break-even day, I believe. Can't remember what happened. Was that yesterday? How do I not remember yesterday? Yeah, it was like a break-even. We were close to our first take profit, but it was break-even. But yeah, so we have only one real break-even day. 2 break-even days. So those count as wins, but, our win percent or our win or break even percentage is 89%. So we either break even or we win 89% of the time. That's pretty dang insane. This is a little skewed again because the break even partials. And then the profit factor is really the main thing. We've lost only $288 in 5 trading weeks. At worst, tomorrow maybe we're at $500. Hopefully not. But this is gains. But the thing I wanted to kind of talk about, I don't know why it says I have 100% winning day percentage, but I'm still just terrified that I'm getting lucky, that I'm just gonna start losing, I'm just gonna start crashing out. Like, I don't know, like I just have this fear because I've never done this well. I've never done this well. I've never been this calm about one trade a day. I've never been this focused on my rules. I've never been this focused on quality setups. I've never been this focused on getting out of FOMO and all that. And I don't know, man, I might potentially just take tomorrow off because we've traded every day this week. I might take tomorrow off and try and trade a Alpha Futures account, a zero account maybe, but like that's just me being a little bit fearful. Like, I mean, even this, it's not like anything big, but I've not done this before. I've never been trading well. I've never been consistently winning. I remember, I mean, last summer actually, I went on a really big win streak and then everything fell apart. So I just have this like PTSD. I feel like where I'm still just scared. I'm just scared I can't do it, that I don't really know what I'm looking for, that I don't know. It's like there's this fear. Look at this order block holding like that. That's crazy. I still have this like fear that it's all going to slip away immediately. And also too, you see all these people that have their 10K days and they've been trading for like a year and you've been trading for 2 years and they're making 10K. So my best 5 weeks, some of these people are doing in one day across 10 accounts. So it's like, I'm making $1,000 across 5 weeks, and that's great for me. But then I look on Twitter and I see, whoever doing $10,000, $20,000 days, and they're doing $2,000 across 10 accounts. So it's like they're doing double what I've done in 5 weeks across one account, times that by 10, and it's like, wow, there's just levels to this. And I just feel like a bot. I just feel like I'm just trash, dude. Like, that's really it. I'm too competitive to see other people just like smoking me like this, running laps around me. But, I mean, at the same time, I'm focused on the process and the progress that I'm making. I'm focused on my journey and what I'm learning. And I think it's good, man. And, again, like I said, I want to be able to just really, really look at this account and say, you know what, even if we do go on the worst losing streak and we lose this account, which would suck, I'm really happy with it getting to here. Like, there was a time when I was on live stream on my Discord on a Friday one day when we were down, and we ended up making like the loss that day and a little bit of profit, but we were down at one point, and it really, like, if you were there, you would not expect this account to still be alive. So you need to look for the positives to take pride in, and again, kind of like I was talking about when I first started the video, just be grateful for everything. Trust in Jesus, trust in God, whatever you want to believe in, right? Trust in that higher power that's going to get you there, that God's plan, God's purpose for you is greater than your own, and that He will get you there, right? I really always talk about this verse because I'm really not that well versed to know other ones, but just the one about the birds, man. If God takes care of the birds, He's going to take care of you. Aren't you more important than the birds? Of course you are. So don't stress out about things. You show up, work hard, and be honest. That's the pillars, man, that you got to live by. Work as hard as you can and be honest and be a good person. Try and be a good person. And, things will come to you, the things that you're supposed to have, right? But if you don't show up and you don't put in work, God's not going to bless you. It's just that simple. If you don't put in work, He's not going to bless you. So show up and put in the best work you can. Try and be better each and every day. You're going to fall short, but just try and do better each day, 1% better. And I think that's the key. And I think that's why I have to remind myself is that, hey, I'm on my own journey. It doesn't matter about anyone else. It's not going to put money in my pocket if I worry about X, Y, and Z. And we're getting better and we're doing better. And eventually we're going to have the results that are going to get us the million views, that, 10,000 views a video, and people are going to be coming to me to learn how to trade, right? Or not even learn, but they'll be watching my videos inspired, be like, wow, this dude did 10K today. Wow, this is insane. And they'll all just piece together and be really cool. So it's a process, man. Don't get discouraged. It's taken me 2 years to even get to here. And this is like nothing, right? So if you guys are in the journey, just keep going, right? The better quality work you do, the quicker you start focusing on your rules, the quicker you start locking in on discipline, the quicker you're going to become better, right? I'm having to detach myself from all these bad habits I've developed, and that's a hard process. I'm having to go back on everything trash that I've developed, and this is my best 5-week period for following my rules. One trade a day sucks. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. One trade a day, it blows. I hate it. I do not like it. It stresses me out. It makes me feel anxious. It makes it harder for me to enter trades. I couldn't be against one trade a day more, but it's changing my trading. It's making me trade a lot better. I'm going to keep talking about it. But like it sucks though. Like it was way more fun to show up and be able to take unlimited trades because you could just spam trades all morning, and then if you just ain't green, great. Like, oh, I see my setup. Oh, I see my setup again. But you just keep falling into this trap of like, thinking that something is great and it's really not a great trade, and then it's like, well, you're down on the day and this looks all right. Maybe I stab along at this, stab a short here, and then boom, you lose more, and it's a mess. So I really like one trade a day, but it's super stressful because it's like you really have to be confident. Like if you take a trade, it's like you're saying like, this is it right here. This is the trade right here. And sometimes I don't have that same type of confidence in myself or in my trade that I'm like, yeah, this is the one. Like this is the one I'm gonna die on this hill, right? That's what I always say in my live streams. I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to die on this hill with this trade. I'm going to take this one. This is it. This is the trade I'm taking. I'm willing to go for this one. And that's hard to do because you have to have so much confidence. But like at the same time, it's going to build that confidence and trust in myself that, hey, look, we've done that. We've been doing one trade a day for 5 weeks. And look, we're up 1K. Right? So who's to say we can't do that again? Who's to say that we're not going to do more than that, right? And we've still been making mistakes. We missed out on 2 really good trading days. I keep bringing this up because it's important. We've made a K, we've only lost twice, and we've missed out on 2 really banger trades that would have been probably $500 between both of them, and we've closed 2 winning trades early at break even. That would have been more money. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to keep stacking. So, hopefully you guys had a great day. Again, man, we are all super blessed. I just want to reiterate that. And keep working hard, keep showing up for yourself, keep showing up for your family, for your future, for whatever, and be a better person each and every day. And, yeah, man, if you fall short, get back up, and we'll be back the next day. There's always more opportunities, and again, hopefully I can inspire some people with me following my rules. I get less views now. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, but I do get less views now that I'm not just blowing accounts every other day and hitting max loss, but maybe the viewers that still watch, I'm inspiring them more and being more motivated instead of just being someone that people look at and like, man, this guy sucks. Like, I used to make trading look impossible. Now I feel like I make trading look possible. So that's the goal. I will see you guys in the next video. Use code Diego Alpha at Futures and Apex. Shameless plug. I know, man. I know. But I will see you guys in the next one. How did you guys do today? Like, did anyone not catch this long? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost impossible to not take long. I think the only thing people could have gone wrong is maybe try to play a reversal here. I don't love that play. Anyone catch this? But, oh my gosh, we're all-time highs in a second. Boo. I mean, could have got more clear today, though. I mean, let's be honest. Oh my gosh, and this was in a 15-minute gap too. Dude, what a day. What a day. These are the days where I look at the charts, I'm like, man, I love trading. But I'll see you guys next one, man. Peace. Let me know how you guys did. Yeah.